Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video, we are going to look at the case Use Your Imagination or Imagination, part of the 2026 Excel Esports Brazil series. I believe this is Battle 4. Yes, Battle 4, that is correct. This case is very unique in the Excel Esports world in that it's all about images and handling images in Excel. So a very unique challenge. So for example, here in level 2, like here it looks like, your typical level, you got your numbers in text, but those aren't text, that's an actual image. So how are we going to handle this? Come along with me. I'm going to do a complete walkthrough of the case. Let's see how long it takes to get a full solve. Here we go. All right, so level 1, learn about the history of Excel Esports Brazil. I notice S is in capital. I wonder if that's emphasized for some reason. For each question, which option contains the requested image? The caption is above the option box. So there's the Excel Esports Brazil logo. There's Klinsmann. There's Leander. Klinsmann's with an orange background. Leander is with a gray. So what I'm going to do is, can I try to line this up? Is that a good idea? Probably not, but oh well, I'm going to do it anyways. All right, there we go. So, question 1, Brazil. I've got this offline already. That is option 2. Leander is option 2. Number 3, Leander is option 3. Number 4, Brazil is option 2. 5, Klinsmann is option 1. 6, Leander is option 3. 7, Brazil is option 2. 8, Klinsmann is option 1. 9, Klinsmann is option 2. 10, Brazil is option 2 as well. So yeah, just a very simple manual solve for that level. Yeah, that lined it up a little bit better, but it's getting small. It's almost getting hard to see. Level 2. What is the largest of the numbers presented? Right, so in this one, it's pretty straightforward. We're going to take a look at 3 numbers and just write down the largest. I did this one manually, so here we go. I see an 85, I see a 97, 93. It's actually pretty easy. Like, you could just take a quick look at the tens digit. It only gets, like, later ones you have multiple numbers with a tens digit, like there you have a 92 and a 96. So you got to take a slightly closer look, but overall, I would say it's not too difficult to just take a quick glance, write down the biggest number you see. Hopefully you write down the correct number, and there you go. Level 3. You think I didn't see it? I challenge you to do this one by hand too. What is the integer part of the average of the numbers presented? Now, when I tested this case, I had the honor to test it. I actually did try to do this one manually because I didn't know if I copy the picture and I go to data, get data from other sources, from picture, from clipboard, because I just copied it to the clipboard. There's a nice option in Excel. Well, it will try to parse the image for me. So let's go ahead and run through this. They're analyzing the image. Take it its nice sweet time. There we go, 100%. And if I go ahead and insert data here, you're responsible for validating the accuracy of all data. Yep. I can't do it here because it's a protected sheet, which is strange. I wonder why it's protected. So we go ahead and we just open up a new worksheet and I'll do the same thing. Data, get data from other sources, from picture, from clipboard. Let it through this analysis again. There's a third-party notice. I wonder who's actually doing the processing. I don't know. But there we go. I'm going to go ahead and insert the data. Oh, everything looks okay as far as the numbers go. I hope the numbers are correct. Let's insert the data there. Now, it interprets some stashes correctly, some spaces it missed. It's got some bullet points in here for some reason. But really, I'm just concerned about the numbers, and I don't think there are numbers smashed together, right? So I'm going to go ahead and regex extract all the numbers from each row there, just like that. And in fact, let me go ahead and multiply by 1 to turn them into numbers to do the data analysis. Right, and so then I want to average, actually, I want the integer part of the average, right? Integer average of this row here. Let's see, I get 86. Let me go back to the sheet. The sheet gets 86, right? So let's go ahead and do it to all of the other ones. Copy that. I'm going to go back and just paste values directly into those cells. There we go. Nice to learn about a new function in Excel. Level 4. Now let's play hide and seek. Each what's here is a cropped image hiding information. By editing or formatting each image, we can discover a hidden number. What number is it? Right, so this is only a cropped version of an image, right? So if we want to see the full image, we can go to this picture format ribbon, and you can't see it on my screen. It's blocked by my scoreboard, but over here to the right, there is a crop button. And when I click that, now I can see the full image and its cropped version. So I see there's a number 24 in there. Now I'm going to do the same thing here, but this time I'm going to learn the keyboard shortcut so that I can make this go faster. So I'm just going to tap Alt, and I see the picture format ribbon is JP. Let me press JP. Again, you can't see on my screen, but the crop button is the letter V. So I press V, and then to actually get the crop to show, I'm going to press C. JPVC, that's a keyboard shortcut that I'm going to memorize. So I see here we have 56, so I'm going to type 56 in there. Click here, Alt JPVC, I get 15. Alt JPVC, I get 43, and so on and so forth. Now what's nice is that when I click on the image, it actually doesn't forget which cell I highlighted, like with my cursor, right? So I don't have to click back and forth all the time. Alt JPVC, I just look at this, I hit escape, 23, enter. Alt JPVC, 12. Alt JPVC, 59. And I'm just going to do this for the entire level here. Now, Zhang Yini, a really good competitor from China, he also noticed that with the XLSX files, you can actually rename them as zip files. And within the zip file, you can see all of the assets related to the Excel spreadsheet. And that might make this actually go a little bit quicker. The only thing I wonder though is I don't know if for one, let's say for example, Klinsmann pasted these in a different order, and they might show up in a XLS file in that different order. Is that really going to affect your answers? I really don't know. But as you see here, with these keyboard shortcuts, I'm going to complete this level just like that. Level 5. Wait, what? Images as information? Based on the country flag spreadsheet, what is the name of the flag in the name column of the table? It is considered a hint to say that these countries are participating countries in the MEWC? Maybe. All right, so we have a flag image here. Now this flag image is actually embedded into the cell. So that's actually useful because when it's into the cell, we can actually refer to it as data. And we have the same thing here in this table. So if I click on these, I don't know why. That's interesting. I don't know why there's two columns here. I believe we should be able to use either one. So let's go ahead and XLOOK up this flag from this column into the table, and let's return the country name there. Yep, that worked. I got Latvia there. I can place it down here. So right, so when the flag is actually in the cell as data, it can be referenced just like you reference a number or text. Level 6. In this question, we will have to expand or collapse the blue square in the resize spreadsheet. So here's a resize spreadsheet. This is the blue square that we were talking about. We must define the size of the square to cover a certain number of rows and columns. After adjusting the size, we will have to find the first visible number for each position. The position will always be the row or column where we should look for the first visible number. Pay attention, row or column refer to the data block, not to the rows and columns of the spreadsheet as a whole. What is the first visible number after resizing the blue image based on the size and position? And here we have the example where the square is covering 14 rows and 14 columns, and we figure out which number is in the 10th row of the block after this square. Now this might look a little bit difficult, but it's actually quite easy to solve. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to move the square out of the way. I'm going to call this name data block, just like that. Oh, my name box is really big. There we go. And now, so basically when you have a square that's covering 14 columns and 14 rows, which is like this, basically what you want to do is you want to look into the 15th column or the 15th row and then find the number in the corresponding row position. So since this says row dash 10, we're going to look in the 15th column and the 10th row within that series of blocks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out the two key bits of information here using my text split function, splitting on the dash there. So we know we're looking for row, we're looking for 10. Now to get the value, it's going to depend, is this going to be row or column? And then how big is the blue block going to be? So I'm going to index that data block. Now for the row number, it's going to be, if this says row, then we're going to use this number. If it doesn't say row, we're going to use, let me just run through it first. I know it will work when I'm actually typing it. So if this equals row, then we are going to go with this. Otherwise, we are going to go, right. So otherwise, we're saying the square covers 14. We're going to go with the 15th row, right. So this plus 1 right there. And then we'll do the same thing for column. So if this says, it says row right now, so I'm just going to go with that. If that says row, we're going to go with column that plus 1. Otherwise, we are going to go with that row number there. So if I do that properly, this should highlight the yellow cell that's in this example, which is 74, and it does. So I'm going to use this formula all throughout this level and then reference all of these answers to solve level 6. Level 7, hidden, invisible, indirect. Oh, that sounds lovely. In which cell address in the range A1 to J10 do we find the requested number? Unhide the hidden worksheets invisible and or invisible 2 to resolve this issue. They are identical and are duplicated only due to possible differences in monitor resolution. Just zoom where the width of the rows and columns so that the corner J10 matches the image to the side. No number is repeated in the range A1 to J10. All right, well, let's go ahead and unhide those sheets. So invisible 1, invisible 2. Oh boy, okay. Let me bring these over here. Okay, so we have a wider version here. We have a thinner version there. So let's start with this thinner version here. If I put this A a bit, whoa, that probably wasn't what I wanted to do. What if I do the same thing to the, oh, okay. So this yellow is referencing where that sheet should end. Now, if you probably notice here, this image is actually serving as the background of this sheet, right? And so, yeah, there's probably a way to get into the background to do some editing or whatnot. But instead, what I am going to do is I am going to do the same get data from image as we did in the earlier level. So let's just go with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Windows snipping tool here, and I am going to snip this as a rectangle, just like that. We go to my new sheet here, and I'm going to, actually no, because that was snipped, that should be on the clipboard. So I can now get data from picture, clipboard, just like that. I'm hoping that since the numbers are big enough, there shouldn't be any problems with analyzing the data. The OCR should work just fine. It looks like it did, which is good. So let's go ahead. Can I insert it? Can I insert it there? I think I can. Right, okay, good, I can. Because what I want to do is, I want to use my control. Why can't I use my, wait, why can't I use any keys? Oh, that's weird. All right, so let's try reg. I can't use any keys. Is my keyboard broke? Let's see. There we go. Okay. Reg X extract. I don't know what happened there. We're going to extract, or no, not reg X. Well, I mean, we can, but we can also do text split by the space here. There we go. So we get all the numbers. Let's multiply that by 1. Let's paste that down to get all 10. Oh, we got some extra numbers. That is not good. That is not good. I also have a spill error. Oh, we have a lot of extra numbers here. All right. Let's take a look at these rows with extra numbers and see what may have happened. I'm going to keep that there. And let's change the column width here to 2. 3. Yeah, 3 works. So, why is that? Oh, that's the one with the spill error, right? So 68, 48, 75, that should be 18, 37, 9, 43, 50, 19, 77. There we go. This row should be 71, 15, 46, 15, 37. I think that's going to fix it. Yeah. And then this row, this is 37, 64, 49, 27, 74. I think it's probably 11 there. Yep. And then finally this row, this is probably 12. Yes, it is. Okay, cool. So that should have solved all of that. I really hope, I'm going to move this down below just in case I need that again. Copy and paste values so those lock in, and then let me do my nice little table. What's in each row, what's in each column, what's the address, row, call, address, and then value. Now let's see here, to call, map, this entire range here and give me the row. To call, map this entire range and give me the column. The address is going to be based on these row numbers, these column numbers, and a relative reference, and the value is going to be taking this into a single column there. All right, so now let me, because I want to XLOOKUP to bring this back to my original sheet. So let me bring this back here. I'm going to put this right there, create a copy, probably to be safe. I probably don't have to, but I just want to be safe. All right, and now I can just look up this value from this value and return the corresponding address there. That's B10. This is going to get me J10, which makes me happy. Paste all those down. That's how we solve level 7. Let's get to the bonuses. Bonus 1. Behind the image with the BTG Pactual sponsor logo, a number is hidden. What is that number? I believe that is this logo here. So if I go ahead and cut that out, ooh, we get this number there, 314159. Oh, that's like pi without the decimal. Nice. Bonus 2. How many times in total do the founders of Excel Esports Brasil, Klinsmann and Lender appear in option 1 in the level 1 image? I made that so tiny it's going to be hard to see, but I just need to look in the first column. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'll just put 7 here for that. Bonus 3. Cell B2, the one that sells Excel Esports Brazil 2026 by BGT Pactual, has a gradient fill. Format it to white and it will reveal 2 5-digit numbers. What is the sum of these 2 numbers? All right, so we are going to take this cell here, change the background fill to white. Oh, there we go. We get 87678 12321. So 87678 plus 12321, 99999. Very good. Bonus 4. In the case author image, Klinsmann is holding a sign, but it's fake. Move it, as well as the other layers underneath. What number is in that last text box? All right, so let me go ahead and go up here. This is the one that's fake. Let me move that out. Do it again. And again. Once more. Last one. 1618. Let me go ahead and copy that and paste that into the answer right here. Finally, bonus 5. What is the sum of all the numbers in range A1 to J10 in the invisible level 7 spreadsheet? Well, since I already copied all the numbers out of it, I could just use a sum function and sum this entire range. 5030, and that is how you solve this case. Wow. I remember, so like I said, I had the honor of testing this case. Thank you, Klinsmann, for allowing me to do that. My first reaction was just simply, you are evil. I imagine that's going to be the reaction from a lot of players after they tried this case. But you know what? I have to give him credit because Klinsmann does a wonderful job of making these competitions educational. Like, I don't know how many people, well, people probably didn't use the keyboard shortcut for crop image there. Now we might know it. But more importantly, how many people used insert data or get data from image? Probably very few. And we've got to try that feature out today. So thank you, Klinsmann, for this case, MEWC Brazil for this competition. It was a lot of fun. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please stay tuned, and I'll see you for the next one.
It's the Excel World Championship. Who is going to win? It's the Excel World Championship. Who's going in the spreadsheet?